this was how we were able to turn $40 into $8,700 using this completely free Shopify app. Hey guys, it's the Econ King. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn post notifications off so you don't miss a video, because I upload once a week or sometimes 2 times a week. Now, if you're looking for the best Shopify dropshipping or e-commerce content, it's found on this channel. We don't believe in course selling. I only believe in giving you guys free content that's better than course content on this channel. Now, I'm actually going to be showing you today the complete formula and the complete setup we used using this SMSBump app to be able to generate $40 into $8,700. I'm also going to be giving you guys the complete free cheat sheet so you can copy and paste your way through this whole video. So if you appreciate the content that I'm making for you guys, make sure you smash that like button, because we're going to get straight into this app and this setup. Now, there is a bit of a disclaimer. If you currently ain't running Facebook ads or YouTube ads, or you're not generating daily traffic on your website, this isn't going to work very well for you, because this app has to have daily traffic sent to your store to be any benefit to you. If you've got daily traffic going to your store and you're running ads, whether it be Facebook ads or YouTube ads, carry on watching the video. If not, go and watch one of my other videos on how to run Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and etc.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So guys, you can see them in the SMSBump app on the Shopify dashboard in the app section. Now, I definitely recommend you download the app in the description, because you'll get a free $3 credit. For those that don't understand what text message marketing is, it's when somebody, let's say, goes to your website, signs up for a newsletter, or let's say somebody goes to your website, adds to the cart, but then doesn't check out. You can send them a text message saying, look, you added something to your cart, but you didn't purchase. What's the reasons why? Here you go, have a 30% coupon code to try and get them to come back and buy. So it's like email marketing, but with text messages instead. And text message marketing has a 97% open rate, which is a lot better than email marketing. I think email marketing is around about 30 or 40%. So before I actually get into the flows and the automations and show you how to set them up completely, I just want to quickly cover the interface, because I don't want people getting put off because they come onto this app as a beginner and they don't know what everything means. Now, if you don't want to watch this part of the video, there are timestamps in the description so you can find a part of the video that you need to watch. Now, in the top left, you've got the dollar symbol, which is your balance. The app is completely free, but you do need to top up the balance, because text message marketing is not free. You do need to basically pay per text you send out. Now, text messages and how they work in terms of pricing is here in country pricing. So if you go to country pricing, it will tell you how much you can get for $10 if you top up the account by $10. So the next thing you've got is dashboard, and this is the dashboard that we're currently on, and this gives you suggestions. It gives you an overview of your stats as well. Then the next thing you've got here on the left is your automations. Once you click automations, it'll take you to a screen that looks like this, and this is where we're going to focus a lot of our time on today's video. And basically, SMSBump make you pre-made automations, which is great, and we're going to be using a lot of them on the screen today. And this is basically how I was able to generate $40 into $8,000, which was amazing. The next feature they've got is flow, and once you hit flow, you will be taken to this page right here. Now, a flow is very advanced. It's what I would say is the advanced feature of the app. Now, if you've done email marketing in the past, like if you followed my Klaviyo video, you'll understand what flows mean. Think of the automations, but on another advanced level. Like, you can really break things down into segments, certain genders. You can really grasp things in the flow section. You can also set things like if somebody takes this action, then they go on to this stage. So I know it might sound quite advanced now, but it's just an advanced way to send text messages out, and how to cut certain people out of different text messages. I'm not going to focus too much on this today. I'm only going to cover one of the ones in flow today. If you want me to make a full in-depth video about the advanced flows for SMSBump, let me know in the description. But in today's video, I'm just going to cover the basics and what was able to get us to hit 8K with just a $40 investment. Then the next thing you've got is text message marketing here on the left. You can schedule campaigns, you can look at drafts, you can change who you want to send your text to, you can change what the sender is. And that brings me on to the next thing that I want to cover. Don't worry, SMSBump won't use your phone number. They'll use their own server to create a number, and then it'll come from basically that server. So don't worry, you do have to add your phone number, but the text will not be sent from your phone. They'll use a private server, and that's pretty much how it will look on the right hand side. It will show your brand name and the rest of it. But but like I said, don't worry too much. They're not going to use your phone number, they're going to use their own server. Then the next thing you've got is listing segments, and basically you can create a custom list for people. So for example, if you want to make a list of people that are women that are only from the US, you can do that. So this can come handy when it comes to certain retargeting campaigns, and like I said, you want to check that out. And like I said, for now it's not going to really apply to you till you start getting a lot of customers on the database. That's when this will become probably a more important tool for you. And you've got the growth tools. Now, what are a growth tool? A growth tool is you can actually turn email customers or email subscribers into SMS subscribers. So if you've got a Klaviyo list of, let's say, 5,000 people, you can actually convert them into SMS subscribers by sending them an email. And actually SMSBump actually does that for you. Just click this button and it will take you to the stage where you can do that. And that's a great way because, like I said, text message marketing is a lot more powerful than email marketing. So if you can convert some of those email customers that you've currently got, that would be amazing. So these are just some growth strategies they recommend to you. The next one you've got is ROI and analytics, and this basically shows you total orders, how much money you've made from using the app, and all of that other good stuff that you need to find out. So the next thing you've got is settings, and you can change things like the global sender, and I've got it on SMSBump because if I keep it on SMSBump, I'll use their server. You can actually change it to use your phone number, but I don't recommend that. You can also change the time zone and the quiet hours, which I'll be covering a little bit later in the video. The next tool you've got is integrations, and it will look like this when you click on it, and you can connect things like MailChimp, Klaviyo, one-click upsell, Zipify checkout. You can integrate all of those apps so you can make your SMS list a lot more bigger, because if you integrate those apps together, then obviously it's going to transfer that data across, so you can use that data with SMS. The next thing you've got is chats, and chats enables you to integrate Zendesk, Slack, or other apps like that, so you can communicate with your VAs or some of your staff depending on how big your company is. So guys, before we can move on to setting up these flows and automations, we need to cover, and this is probably the most important part of the video, is the TCPA and the GDPR compliance rules. So in the cheat sheet, I've actually given you a complete breakdown on how to set this up in a very, very in-depth, informative way, but don't worry, I'm actually going to be showing you how to do this step by step so you guys don't make any mistakes as well. First thing that you guys want to do is you want to go over here and you want to click both of these links here, and then it will take you to a page like this. And it will go through the step by step with you, which I'll be going through as well, but it's these templates that you're going to need in this next stage of the video so you can follow along. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go to our settings, and then we need to basically go to our legal pages over here, and we need to go to the privacy policy, and we need to copy and paste the template that they've given us. So if we go over here and we copy and paste this template, then that's the first step of getting GDPR compliant. So let's paste that in there and click save. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go to checkout, and then we need to go to the shipping phone number. So where it says shipping address phone number, you need to make that optional, and then you need to save. The next thing you need to do is you need to go back to checkout. You need to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click manage checkout language. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to copy and paste this text here, and you want to go right back to this page here, and you want to look for the phone label. Once you found the phone label, and the best way to do this is just go into the filter box and typing in phone, you want to paste that right in. The next stage, guys, is going back to that filter box and typing in privacy, and you want to go back to the SMSBump sheet, and it has this on there. So you can see if I go back here, it says this here, and you want to paste that here where it says privacy policy and click save. Last step for compliance rules is going back to the SMSBump app dashboard, go into the settings tab and coming down to quiet hours, and you want to change the quiet hours to the ones that they recommend here at the bottom. So guys, you can see I've just changed those quiet hours to the ones they recommend, and once you've done that, you just want to save. Now, another tip before we get on to building the flows is the time zone settings. Now, if the majority of your customers come from the US, change this to the US. This is what I personally do and I find works the best. Whatever your main country is for selling, change that to the specific time zone and country, because in my opinion, that's what I find works the best. So now guys, we can start building these automations by going to the automations tab and then clicking the first one, which is the abandoned cart customer after 1 hour. Going over here to where it says the pencil tab in the purple color. And you can see here it says the SMS automation name, and you want to leave this as it is, because if we go over to the cheat sheet in the description, you can see the abandoned cart sequences, and the first one that we make is the one after an hour, and this one right here is the one after the hour. Now the only person that sees this is you, because this is just naming your automation sequences. So when you go into the automation tabs, you know which one that you've set up. So if we scroll down, you can see here delay, and you want to delay enable, because obviously you're waiting 1 hour for this to get sent out. Now if you click disable, this will get sent out straight away after they basically abandon the cart. So make sure that you set this to 1 hour, and then what you want to do is you want to scroll down and you want to delete everything in this box. And then you want to head over to the cheat sheet and copy and paste everything in here. So you can see hello, from hello, you want to copy and paste from. Now, as soon as you've added this in the box and you've copied and pasted it from the cheat sheet, you always want to tick this add to stop to opt out. Now, what this enables the customer to do that receives this text messages, it gives them the option to say, look, I don't want to receive these anymore, and they can click and they can text stop opt out, and then they'll never receive another text message again. You have to add this to be compliant with every text that you send out. So always make sure that you've ticked this box on every single one that you set up. Now you can see the first text message says, hello, we noticed you forgot some items in your shopping cart. Complete your order here before we run out of stock. So that's pretty much the first one done. And all you need to do, guys, is hit the save button, and that is the first automation made. So guys, once you've done that, what you can do is you can go to where it says the status symbol, you can drop down the menu and turn active on. So you can see now I've activated that. So guys, we can move on to the second abandoned cart after 1 day automation by hitting the pencil icon next to it, and you don't want to change the name of it because it's correct as seen. You don't want to change the delay because it is 1 day, and you want to replace the text in here to the one in the cheat sheet. So go back to the cheat sheet and make sure you add that, and then what you want to do is add the stop to opt out as always, and then you want to go to where it says site name. You can see here it says message strength, add your brand name, so you want to click that and it'll add it in for you. And then the last thing that you want to do is you want to go to where it says add a discount, and then you want to change it by going to unique per client, and you want to change fixed amount to percent, and then you want to add 10%, and then you want to click add discount, and it will automatically add the discount through the text message. So when they go to your website, it will automatically apply it for them, and then you want to hit the save button, and then you want to click good, make the change, and then you want to turn this on. So guys, the next abandoned cart sequence is the 3-day sequence. Now SMS don't give you this template. I've actually made this myself because I find this works very, very well. So how you do this is by going over to create new automation, and then it will give you a blank name. So you're gonna obviously want to change this to basically saying abandoned cart 3 days, so you understand which one this is, which is the 3-day abandoned cart sequence. And then where it says automation type, you always want to put where it says abandoned cart reminder, because what this does is it makes SMSBump specialize that text in an abandoned cart sequence way. So if we go back to that drop down, you can see they've got loads of different options. Make sure you pick the one that's most applicable to what you're trying to do. Obviously I'm doing abandoned cart, so I've selected abandoned cart. Then you want to go to where it says delay, you want to enable it, and you want to change it from minutes to days, and you want to change 7 days to 3 days. And then you want to change this text with what is in the cheat sheet. So if we go back over to the cheat sheet, we can see we can copy this here and we can paste it in. You guys can see I've just added that in from the cheat sheet. You want to add the stop to opt out, and then you want to add your brand name by hitting site name, and then you want to add discount because we're offering a 15% discount this time. So you want to hit add discount code, and then you want to go to fixed amount to percent, and then you want to hit 15, and then that will automatically apply it to this text message. Then we want to hit save, and we want to hit good, make the changes, and then we want to turn this automation on by hitting the drop down menu, and you can see it's already active. So guys, now we've got the abandoned cart sequences out of the way, those 3 different sequences, 1 hour, 1 day, and 3 day. That's going to make sure that anybody that does abandon the cart, we're going to get them back and get them to buy our product from us. Now the next ones that we're going to do are the product upsells. Now these are the ones where if somebody buys a product from us, we're going to try and get them to buy something else from us to increase that AOV. Now the first one they give us is a standard one, and you want to hit the edit on it, and you're going to want to change the name to 1 hour. So you're going to want to put 1 hour at the end, and the reason why we're doing this is because we don't want to send a upsell text message straight away. Now SMSBump recommend that you do I personally find it doesn't work as well. So it's down to A and B testing, down to your personal experience. But me personally, and with me doing it for the last few months using this app, I've personally found the 1 hour works the best. So what we're going to want to do is scroll down, and before we scroll down any further, you want to select the product. So when the customer buys one of these products, so I'm doing a one product store. So let's say when the customer buys this product right here, I'm going to click it. So as soon as the customer buys this home fitness board, so if anybody buys that board, it's very important that you follow along this. So if anybody buys that board from my website, they will get recommended this product in the text message, which is the weightlifting dumbbell. So you can see straight away there, what I've done is I've selected the product that I want them to buy. So that's the product they're going to buy from me. And then this is the text message that they're going to get upselled with. So it's very important that you lay that out. Now, if you want, you can add more than one. You can select another product, and vice versa with the ones they buy, you can select more. But because I'm doing a one product store, this is the way I'm personally doing it. The next thing that you're going to want to do is scroll down, and you're going to want to keep this disabled. I personally don't put repeat product recommendations on because I don't think it works very well, and I think people actually end up opting out of your text when you do that because it's too spammy. Then you want to go over to where it says delay, and you want to turn this on, and you want to make it 1 hour. So change it to minutes to hour, and you want to put 1 hour. And then what you want to do is you want to go back to the cheat sheet and copy and paste what's on there. So you can see I'm in the cheat sheet. I'm going to want to copy and paste this text and go right back to my SMSBump and paste this right in here. And then I'm going to want to hit the stop to opt out, which is what we always do with SMSBump. So once I've done that, add stop out, and then you're going to want to add a discount code, because you can see here we're offering them a 40% discount. So add discount, and then you're going to want to change the value from fixed to percent, and then 40%, and then add discount code. And you want to hit save on that, and then you want to make changes, and then you're going to want to make sure this is active by turning this on inactive to active. So guys, that's the product upsell automation done. Now we're going to want to make one more of those because I do 2 instead of 1. SMSBump recommend only doing 1. I personally do 2, and I find that works the best for my businesses. How we add another one is exactly the same as how we added the abandoned cart one. We go to create new automation, and we're going to want to rename this one to 1 day instead of 1 hour. So we're going to put day instead of hour. And then we're going to scroll down, and we're going to want to change the automation type to product upsell. So you can see here, product upsell. And then you're going to want to do the same again. Select the product that you're going to want to sell, which is that one. And then select the one that you're going to want to upsell them with, which is that one right there. And then you're going to want to scroll down, and you're going to want to turn delay on. And then you're going to want to change this to 1, and then you're going to want to go back to the cheat sheet and copy and paste what's on there. So you can see I'm in the cheat sheet. I'm going to copy and paste this right here. Make sure you copy and paste in everything that you need to copy, guys. Don't forget certain things because it won't work properly. And then I'm going to want to paste this in here and click add to opt out, add a discount again, and I'm going to make sure that I add a 60% discount. So the reason why I add a 60% discount on upsell products on the second product upsell text message is because with upsells, you make more money on them than you do with a product that you originally sell, purely because you're not having to pay for advertising costs. So that way you're then able to give customers a bigger discount, which then obviously means you're going to make a lot more money because it's going to be more enticing. So that's the reason why I offer a very big discount on my product upsell second text message and the first message, because like I said, you're making more money on the product anyway because you're not having to pay for product advertising costs, sorry. So that way you can be a little bit more nicer with the discounts. So guys, the last automation we're going to make is a customer win back automation. And what this enables us to do is, let's say somebody hasn't bought from your store in the last 30 days and they've disappeared, they've not bought from you again. As we know, customer lifetime value is very important in business. That's what keeps businesses going for long periods of time, because to convert a new customer is a lot harder than it is to reconvert an existing customer. So customer win back is very important to e-commerce and any business anyway. So how we do that is we go to number 6, reactivate customers who haven't bought from us in X and customer, and we're going to want to hit the pencil icon, and then we're going to want to go to the name, which will appear now. And now this will only work if you've got customers. So if this is a brand new store and you're trying to set it up like I am, it will not work. This will only work if you've got a store that's had sales, because if it hasn't, it won't let you change anything. But let's say this store has got sales, then what you'd do is you change the X in the name to, let's say I want to try and hit somebody in the last 30 days that hasn't bought from me. I'll change this X number here, sorry, I'll change this X character to 30. Then I'll scroll down down and change where it says last order received from 25 to 30 days. And then you can pick what time you want to message them at. 5 p.m. is the one that they recommend. Now, in my opinion, I find between 5 and 7 p.m. the best time to text people for a customer win back. Then you're going to want to scroll down and you're going to want to change the text in here to the text that is seen in the cheat sheet, which is this one right here. And then you're going to paste that back in, and then you're going to hit add stop to opt out, and you're going to want to add the site name, and then you're going to want to add a discount code, which will be 10%. And again, the reason why we can't make this right now is because we've got no customers on this new store, so it won't let me change anything here. But if you have, remember, it will let you change everything that's dimmed out. And then once you've done that, guys, you can click save. So guys, once you've done that, you should have your customer win back automation set up. Now, there is a second customer win back automation in the cheat sheet. Now, that one is optional. You don't have to do it. It's worth testing it. So I'd recommend you go out there, go into the cheat sheet and make that second one by following what we've done in the last time. Because there's not another one shown on here, you just click create automation and you change it to the customer win back, as I've shown you with the abandoned cart and with the product upsell. So I'll let you guys go out there and do it if you want. Like I said, it is completely optional. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into the flows, and we're going to want to set up a shipping order confirmation flow. So how we do that is we go to the left hand side, we go to flows, and we go to where it says shipping confirmation, and we're going to hit edit. Once you hit edit on the shipping confirmation, it will take you to a page that looks just like this. And you can see here, the first trigger is when they've ordered something and the shipping updates come through. So what a trigger means is it's when something's happened. And what this trigger is, it's once you've received the tracking number, this text message will then be sent. So as soon as you've received the tracking number through Shopify, then this text will be sent out. And then the first text, by clicking here, if you click on it, it will tell you what's said on the first text. And you can see here, I'm going to leave this blank. I personally leave this blank. I do recommend you add the stop to opt out. You always need to add that, guys, so make sure you do before you activate this. So then what I do after that is I add another step, and I'm going to add a delay, and the delay is going to be for 12 hours. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go here, hit hours, and you're going to want to put 12 hours in that box. And then you're going to want to add another step, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add an action, and the action is going to be an SMS message, and you're going to want to go back to the cheat sheet and copy this in here. So I'm going to copy this right here, I'm going to paste it into that box right here, and I'm going to click stop to opt out as well, because remember, you always have to have that in your message. Now let me explain a little bit what I'm doing here and the reason why I've set it up exactly like this. So remember, this is a shipping confirmation tracking text message. Now the reason why you even want to set this up and you want to spend money on it is because if you want to look like a real brand and you want to keep your Facebook page score high, it's very important that your customers know what exactly is going on with their shipment and their orders. So differentiate you from the actual competition, this is the best way of doing it. This is your back end, and this is so important. Now the first one, like I said, is them getting a text message saying here's your tracking number, and that one is automatically done. Now normally people leave it as that, just that one, and that's it, done. The reason why I've added a 12-hour step is because after 12 hours they might have tried doing their tracking number and nothing's showing up on their tracking. So when they track it on, let's say Aftership or another website, and it doesn't show what's going on with their parcel, they might start worrying. And that's the same for me and you. If me and you were to try and track one of our order tracking numbers and nothing showed, we'd panic and think, damn, it's maybe a scam. So why you leave a 12-hour gap is because it gives you enough time, and it gives the customer enough time to keep trying to check it to see if it updates. And if it doesn't update, that's why you send the second text message, which is you by saying you have to wait sometimes 3 working days for the tracking number to update. That way it will stop panicking and it will stop chargebacks and bad Facebook page score. So that's the reason why we set up that additional step and that delay. And then once you've done that, you hit save, and then you turn it on by going back to the flow and clicking activate. Now that's the only flow that I've set up currently. I'm not doing any more than just this one at the moment for my stores. Now if you want me to make a video about more flows on things like product upsells, abandoned carts, let me know in the description. But for now, this is exactly what we did with the store that was able to turn $40 into $8,700. So guys, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section if this has been helpful, and let me know in the comment section as well, maybe in the next few days, maybe in the next few weeks, if this has actually helped you make more money. I'd love to see if there's any testimonials of new subscribers or current subscribers taking this, putting it into action and getting some results with it.